Hello there, friends and family. So good to see you again today on this bright, sunny, exceptionally warm day on December the 1st. Can you believe it? I'm a-loving it. And we're supposed to remain this way in the high 60s to mid 70s all the way out to December the 10th. You can believe that. Our morning lows are going to be down in the mid 40s to the mid 50s. Now we do have next Monday down to 38. Next Thursday they say it could get 36. But other than that, mid 40s to mid 50s at night. Oh yeah. It's like what they say at McDonald's. I'm loving it. But I was out here checking my little garden. Now we did get down to 37 this morning for a brief period of time. But no problems. The little garden patch here in the south side bed has seen far worse than that. It's been down to 28. And luckily we had some wind. And if you know anything about frost and wind, sometimes you can get down as low as 25. As long as you got a brisk enough wind, the frost don't fall. It's just the way of things. And so far we've been lucky. So, since I'm out here looking at it, I thought I'd share it with you. Quickly, of course. Spooky, you out here with me, checking the garden? Or are you just sunning, getting some of that vitamin D, like Papa is? Nope. You take the inopportune time to be cleaning. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start here at one of our little cherry tomatoes. And you can see, it's just got blossoms everywhere. See them all right there? See them down here? Still coming. Yep. Some more right here. And there. Now it's got some yellowing of the leaves, and that's not really disease. It's that time of year, the sunlight's starting to get lower. Even the trees, they know it. As the sunlight starts to get less, it triggers the leaves to start dying on off. You ever wonder what makes the trees? Leaves start to just change and turn colors? Well, the initial key is sunlight. Length thereof. Of course, now the temperature can affect how fast they change colors, you know, such as a frost. But look right here. We got some nice cherry tomatoes there. Now I'm not sure if we got enough time. I know for sure we're not going to have a frost till the 10th. They could get red and ripe, but if they don't, I'll pick them green. There's some more right there. There's a few more on her too. Our other cherry tomato, same situation. Some of the leaves are starting to yellow. We've got plenty of blossoms still on it. Yep. The yellow one don't bother me. It's just the way of things this late in the year. In fact, the latest I've grown tomatoes outdoors, no covering, has been early January. Surely was. And if I had covered them, which I told my daughter don't mess with it when she called, because they'd seen enough. See all the blossoms there? You can see the tomatoes on in there. I ain't gonna dig through the whole plant for you. I think you can see it's got tomatoes on it and plenty of more blossoms. Now the little old cucumber plant never amounted to much, but it does got one cucumber down here on it that me and Spooky he likes to sit in there and lay in the garden. He protects it. We got one cucumber there we can pick off. We can slice it up in a salad, sure enough. Once we get some lettuce. We're We're still lettuce poor right at the moment. But the beans are finishing up. And part of that reason is I'm letting the last few remaining beans, which I got a couple of pickings off these beans, by the way. And these are my cross-pollinated, special to me, Kentucky Wonder pole bean crossed with a rattlesnake pole bean. And you can see just how bearable they are still. And this is their 3rd year. Some of the pods look exactly like a Kentucky Wonder, and some others look fairly similar with that there purple striping of a rattlesnake pole bean. But now what I noticed this year is they got a little more red in them than they got purple. You see that? So I decided to let what was left go so I can save the seed for next year. Because as long as I'm living, I'm going to try to develop these beans to hopefully where they'll stabilize. You see, that's how new varieties come to be, especially in the heirloom seed group. Either cross-pollination on purpose by man or woman, or by nature develops a whole new strain or variety. And that's what we have right here. And like I've said all this year, and I think it was last year and the year before, it's some of the juiciest beans I've ever ate in my life. I love them fresh. I surely do. And I don't normally care for green beans right in the garden. They all seem to taste a little grassy to me, but these don't. They're actually sweet. So I'm hoping. But yep, they're still there. Now if you'll remember what these here Better Boy bush looked like when I planted them, all scraggly, only a few leaves, all diseased. Yeah. Well, they're surviving. We got them through the Spatoria leaf spot. Then they got the blight. We saved them from the blight with that there hydrogen peroxide and water mixture, 12 tablespoons per gallon, I might add. And I developed that over several years. Surely did. And there's others that use it. Now, she got so long, she just fell on over. But it wasn't that way yesterday. So the kitties may have been helping, pardon me, while I put it back up here for now, till I get a chance to come out here and give it a little bit of time once I'm done talking to you. But you can see it's still forming some more maters right there. One right on in there, a little pretty heart-shaped one right there. Yeah. And more blossoms. So yeah, if I decide to cover them, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna, whenever the frost does become imminent. Really don't have a good way to do that. And that right here, unless I tape the one end of the plastic to the house. And I'm not real big on that. Then got to get the glue off. Yep, see? Even this here second one. Plenty of more blossoms forming. Surely is. I'm rather proud of them. And it's like I said, the older diseased leaves, even though you spray them, you kill the virus or fungus, over time, they'll start to yellow and fall off. But overall, if you consider, these were planted on July the 20th. They looked like they were on life support in their deathbed when I stuck them in the ground, if you don't believe me. You should watch that video. You probably would have threw them away. I'm real proud of these two little ladies. Now we got our heat master over here. Still got blossoms coming. Got tomatoes, new ones. And down here. We got some right here. See them? Beautiful. Then we got some really fine ones down here. Look at that. Look at the size of that. And there's an even bigger one back there. Oh yeah. Now, do we have enough time to get them, some of these here bigger ones, nice and red? Well, only time will tell. But if we don't, before we know they're gonna die, we'll go ahead and pick them off. Well, I'll pick off every last green tomato if I decide not to cover them. Another reason I may not cover them, so I can clear out this bed and plant me some winter greens. Yep. And plus, in the springtime, we got our daffodils and our narcissus. And this whole bed's slap full of them. All those bulbs are deep in the ground. In fact, let me show you something here. You can see right here, because of these here warm temperatures, they're starting to poke their head up. And that's okay. If they die back off, ain't no big deal. Happened before. They come back, no problem. Now the squash, it's finished on up for the year. It got powdery mildew back when we were pretty cool there for so long, about 2.5 weeks. And you'll get powdery mildew when it is cooler and the humidity is high. And just on what day is humidity not high in the deep south? I mean, boy, that's so rare, sort of like a blue moon. And our green bell, she's finishing up right here with some fine looking peppers. There's one in there, and there's another one in here somewhere. I know, if I can find it. Oh, it's bent down, it's so big. Ooh, look at this one. It's a handful. You see that? And I picked several off of it. Not sure how many. Didn't count. I think all told with these two it'd be around 10 peppers. And here again, this plant was planted back in the worst of times, back in mid-July. The other squash, she's giving up the ghost too. And the last little thing we got is our little 3 surviving corn stalk. Yep, but it's got some nice red shucked corn on it. Got a ear there and an ear here, which we are also, since I have not had red shuck corn. This is supposed to be a yellow sweet corn. This here back here didn't do much. And according to the variety, but this came out red stalked and red shucked. So I thought, hey, it's an heirloom. Why not go ahead and let the ears dry on the stalks, save the seed, and see what happens next year. And that's another thing that you need to know. You can get bearability when using heirloom seeds. Surely you can. From time to time, you will get something that just ain't quite like it normally is. I've had it happen several times over the course of my gardening and farming career. And you know, I've been doing it ever since I was 6 years old. Does happen. Surely it does. And it happened this time. Now these ears didn't fill out all the way full. They're only full to about 2/3 of the way up. And the main reason for that is because it was just so few of plants, and they couldn't pollinate well. And you'll have that when you have a small plant of corn. That's why they tell you to plant corn in blocks, or do like Native Americans did. They'd plant them in hills, not sure how many seeds, to ensure pollination. You know, originally I had, 10 corn stalks. Only 3 made it. They just burn up during all that heat in July, August, and September. They surely did. Along with that, and the monsoon rains, one or the other got them. Yep. Blueberries are all turning a deep crimson red, and in my mind they look really beautiful. It may get cold enough this winter again for them to drop all their leaves. Most years it don't happen. It did last year. And finally we got that there super freeze in the deep south in February. I think it was around mid-February, around the 20th. Where we got way cold. Cold enough to kill things way back. Slapped to the ground. Like it did with my Latanya bush for the first time since I've had it. Yeah, so there you have it. Just a little garden tour to show you what we got today. Now tomorrow's a special day. Tomorrow is our shopping day. That's superfoods, I'm telling you. It really is. Cleo, you cleaning up too, baby? Okay. I can see. Oh, you're Cleo. I get you two confused. I gotta look at your collar. You got the orange silver. Yeah, there you are, baby. Did I call you Spooky? Is that why you get mad at Spooky? Because I confuse you? You're all dusty. Yep, that's why, huh? You love rolling in the leaves. And so does Spooky. No, I can't blame them. I used to love when we'd rake leaves when we were growing up. Rake up them big piles. As soon as we get them all piled up, we'd start jumping in there. Me, my brother, and my sister. We just had a big old time. And you know, at times Dad get a little irritated at us. Only because we wouldn't rake them back up in the pile. We'd come on in the house and leave the piles all messed up. And then Papa, he'd make us go back out then. And of course Mama would be irritated because we got, you know, crunched up leaves all in our clothes and our shoes and our boots. And drag it all in on her clean house. Oh yeah. Normally she'd catch us and tell us, you're gonna take them shoes and boots off outside. Brush each other off with the broom before you come in the house. And we would. And we should have known better and done it from the first place. So y'all, just a quickie today to show you what we still got growing and still surviving on this here beautiful December the 1st day in the bright sunshine and the balmy warm temperatures with a bright blue sky that can't be beat. Oh yeah. Life is marvelous today. Just another beautiful day in Alabama, and I'm thankful to be alive to enjoy it. I'm thankful to God for providing it. And I do hope wherever you are, it's enjoyable as well. It may be enjoyable because it's snow, or because it's fair temps and clear weather. Whatever way you like it, I hope you're enjoying it. So y'all, until we see you, me, Spooky, Cleo, Speedy, sometimes Elrod Magoo, and my little Gracie. See you on that next video. Y'all take care out there. Stay safe. And God bless you as you bless others. Goodbye for now. Yeah. Gotta get back to work. Do a little bit more before dark. Okie doke. That's where we'll be going. Let's come on. More to do. Always. There's more leaves fall. Oh, later all. I forgot they were still here with me. Huh. Yep. Getting forgetful. Okay.